We're going to start off, I think, with Blackrock's new tokenized fund here. And if you guys aren't paying attention, well, BlackRock did it. I feel like this was big news over the past week. Looks like they're playing a little bit of fun on HODL. The Build Fund, or is it Biddle Fund,
Middle.
was a way for them to start to bring in the some key ecosystem partners from both the TradeFi world and the crypto sector, I guess, into their world. Um, and this is pretty interesting, right? Because this is their way to kind of incorporate how they operate in the crypto space, but allowing I guess, all of the folks that want to jump on board with their funds and their offerings without having any risk or exposure in trying to navigate the crypto interfaces. You get an agent. Let us worry about it, they say. We'll take care of that. You go through us, you go through your original interface that you would on the internet, or you give us a call over the phone. We'll go ahead and take the risk and make sure that we're executing on chain accordingly, which ultimately is one way to kind of, what do they say here? Adopt on chain funds without major friction points for the end user. They also continue to say here, where was it? This allows for increased transparency and capital efficiency at lower cost. So there it is, folks.
Boom.
Um, yeah, crypto
Yes.
space is still too damn complicated. Don't worry about it, Boomer. We got you. Just
There
give
you
us a
go.
call. Yeah.
Yes. This is, to me, it is a turning point. We've been, for me, about with the blockchain, tokenization, with NFTs. We saw this happening. We people that's in the space been foresighting this as the future, as far as like having your mortgage, your deed, your car insurance, all tokenized. BlackRock is leading the way now. They are pushing the envelope with this, and that gives confidence because BlackRock is the biggest asset manager in the whole wide world, right? So they are pushing this the technology, and what's even more significant, they're running with Ethereum. Now, the question is, um, are they going to ride on an L2, an existing L2 like a Polygon, or are they going to create their own L2? But either way, they're riding with the Ethereum network, and that is huge. So, not financial advice, but you might want to look into Ethereum, because if BlackRock is leading the way, you, you can bet your bottom dollar that the other institutions, other companies are going to be riding right behind them. And this is it's you know Ethereum is tried and true, right? I mean, even like Polygon, that's an L2 chain of Ethereum, had an outage the other day. So I mean, it's still kind of, it's still kind of new. I mean, you have also like Solana having its outages. We talked about that a couple times already on the show. Um, you hear JP Morgan partnering up with AVAX as well. But if BlackRock is riding with Ethereum, you know that ETH, spot ETF is on its way. Um, they're pushing the regulation. I mean, there's regulation still needs to be uh, finalized, but they're really kind of pushing it. They're pushing the regulation more with their innovation. This is huge, and this fund that they're using. I mean, it's not for it's not for the small. It's for the whales. I mean, I believe it's you have to have like 5 million to get on this fund, and they're going to be managing it, and they are using New York Mellon Bank as the custodian. They are using a company called Securitize to handle the tokenization. You have a Coinbase that's going to be part of this fund, Anchorage Digital Bank, Fireblocks. I mean, this is what I've been waiting for as far as digital finance. Uh, so this is exciting times, folks. Ethereum, BTC, you can't go wrong with the top two. So just like in the beginning with the memes, don't dream on memes. Yeah, uh, kind of stay away from that. I mean, shout out to the DJs. If you guys want to play, you can play, but for the most people that want to invest for the long term, uh, in my opinion, BTC, Ethereum, not financial advice, uh, is the way to go. They're paving the way.
Man, feel like spoken like a pure. Well, what happened, Bronze? I feel like you're going after the top two now. I love it. And you know what? You're right. Frankly, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Uh, I think there's a time for everything, and
Mhm.
Bitcoin's time is now as it continues to suck the oxygen out of the room for the rest of the memes. And that's not to say that the memes aren't benefiting too, because you take a look at some of the pumps, even that Doge is hitting new highs it hasn't seen in a while. Why? Because if you monitor both and you watch as Bitcoin's levels start to rise, all of those little baby altcoins are going right along with it. Man, I say baby, but Doge ain't no baby anymore. Well, you got baby Doge out there, but I think I think overall you got a good point. It's also important to diversify, right? Make sure that
Mhm.
you got a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum. You spoke about it being the backbone, and we've been talking. Well, shoot, you and I
Mm.
have been talking about that for too long.
Yeah.
Um, and it's tried and true. Yes, I get it. It's slow when you compare it to a lot of the other transaction speeds. But the thing is, it is one of those that's been around, it's been tested, it's
Yes.
very secure, and yeah, it can be expensive with the gas fees. They're trying to work on that as always, but it's still cheaper than traditional markets. And I think that's
Mhm.
something that we need to keep in mind for us here in the crypto space. We want 10,000 transactions per second, 100,000 transactions per second, and I want to pay a cent for it. Well, sure. But these folks are paying buco bucks for infrastructure costs and money management and all that on the back end. Let's not even consider about all of the physical space that they need to have physical money and gold and other sorts of uh, personnel needs, etc. Crypto eliminates all of that. The overhead comes down dramatically. So even if they are using Ethereum, yeah, it's not cheap. We know that. We all know that. That's been in the space, especially when, well, you go 3 years back now, right? Gas fees were just astronomical. But
Mhm.
for these folks, it's cheap. They're loving it.
Yeah, it's definitely cheap.
And to your point, Bronze, you're talking about all these big names that are coming in. Yeah, but I think here, at least in the States, where we've been expecting regulation for some time now, we finally are getting it, and the big names are coming in, boosting the market. So strap in, folks. It's going to be one wild ride over the next
Ooh.
year or so.